in Puerto Rico. Schools are closed and shelters are open as Tropical Storm Ernesto takes aim at the U.S. territory. Your First Alert meteorologist, Shinty Rodriguez, just talked to meteorologist Glorianne Riviera at the National Weather Service in San Juan as they prepare for the storm.
What are you all expecting the conditions to be like tonight?
So we're expecting the conditions to get worsened after 8 p.m. across the island. Right now, the latest bulletin from the Hurricane Center has the system moving closer to the Virgin Islands and between the Virgin Islands and the island of Culebra here in Puerto Rico. So at some point, everything is going to start get worsening after 8 p.m. and then through the early Wednesday morning hours. So we're expecting the closest point for this tropical storm Ernesto around 2 a.m. in the morning. So that's when we're expecting all the bad weather to come in.
Okay, and how are you all monitoring the storm, and what's the protocol for updating the community?
So right now we are advertising through all the social media, through all the local TV channels to the citizens of Puerto Rico to have everything set and ready and all the preparations planned set, because this system could be closer to us, and then impacts. We're telling the people to be aware of flooding across the area, heavy rain up to 6 inches of rain, and isolated areas up to 10 inches. So that's going to be a significant rainfall event across the island that can cause the serious flooding problems and even mudslides.
Okay, what areas of the island are you expecting to be more affected? And you mentioned the flooding, but what about storm surge and also those tropical storm winds or hurricane force winds? Like, what are you expecting in terms of those impacts, and what areas are going to be the most affected?
So we're expecting all these conditions to be more stronger on the eastern side of the island, especially Vieques, Culebra. They're under hurricane watch right now, and the rest of the island of Puerto Rico is under tropical storm warning. Even though we have a tropical storm warning conditions, we're expecting the eastern portions of Puerto Rico and the northern side of the island to get impacted by high surf conditions, high rip currents across the island. So we're expecting those conditions to get across the region with the pass of the system. So especially we're talking about storm surge mainly for the Virgin Islands, about 1 or 2-3 feet of storm surge across that area. So we're very aware that marine conditions are going to get deteriorated tonight.
And when could we expect for the conditions to get better? Like, when is it going to improve?
So we're expecting these conditions to gradually improve by tomorrow noon. So that's when we can expect a gradual improvement on the weather conditions as the system moves north of the area.
Okay, well, thank you. I really appreciate you telling us this information and updating us on the conditions in Puerto Rico and what people there can expect tonight.
Yes.
And check out this footage of folks evacuating, and actually that was the line of folks there lining up to get fuel for their vehicles there as the